What's up, guys? Welcome back for the next episode of Oddsparks Automation Adventure. Alright, we're on episode 24, I believe. Last episode, we set up this whole other train route to supply over here, which is then getting fed over to here. And that's getting our hauling sparks automated. So, you know, it's funny. I've got like... Oh, I think we just crossed over the 40-hour mark in this save, and I've barely even gotten out of the woodlands. I've gotten so much time out of a small section of this game, but I'm still having a blast with it. I think we're gonna go ahead and look for some shrines today. What do we have here? We got the hauling spark. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've seen some others. Here's the Puffy Spark Shrine. We're going to have to go check that out. Let's see. There's the Scouty Spark Shrine. Here's the Boomy Spark Shrine. I knew we found this, too. Okay. So, we're going to have to go to both of those just to activate them, get them started. So that's my plan for today. Other than that, I think the other thing that I would like to do is start changing up some of my pre-existing designs to accommodate hauling sparks. And in addition to that, I would also like to start putting more supply chests down for some of the other resources that I have not. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'd like to do right now. So let's see. You know what I should do is I should set up a supply chest for ladders, I think. That would probably be a good idea. But for now, let's just use an elevator. And if need be, I can disassemble them. But we might not have to worry about that. I could find some ways to get around some of this stuff. Let's see. Let's do this. It's a little wasteful, but whatever. I can always take them apart if need be. Yeah, see, this is why I would like to have ladders with me. Oh, is that a rock Teron? That center rock right here? Right there? Yeah, that's a rock Teron. You know what? I haven't fought one of those yet. Let's see what their deal is. Okay, 2 hits, huh? Okay, and they have a shield, which you're probably meant to destroy with explosives. Let's just send in 30 of these guys. Well, 29 of these guys and see what happens. Okay, they've got a stun attack. Peck attack. Oh. Destroys the shell when, or that puts out a stun when the shell is destroyed. Interesting. Let me guess, you're gonna get your shell back. Yeah, you are. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Go get them, guys. Go, 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 go. I mean, we haven't lost too many of them. We've lost 4, taking out one of them. It's the process of taking out the shell which is the hardest part, I think. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Kind of a long fight, but not terrible. Alright. And we got 2 of those shells, which we needed for our quest, I think. Yeah, we needed it for you. Okay, so we should definitely set that up as well. Alright, so I'll set a little reminder. With a touch, the bigger shrine whirs into life and checks that everything is still working. You ready yourself when, of course. The shrine spits out a rather strange creature into your arms. The shrine registers that the Puffy spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. Puffy spark inflates and deflates, ready and eager to receive instructions, however, before anything could be done. With a puff of magic, the spark turns into a familiar stone disc. You place it in your bag, and with the deactivation successful, the shrine states it's now fully operational and ready to be assigned to sparks. Cool. Okay. Sucks in air, pulling in items and small enemies. It's immune to gases and can store and expel them. Okay. Cool. I have no idea how that's going to work. Let's experiment. This one isn't a one-time use. Oh. Okay. So what else can you do? Okay. Pulling items and small enemies. Interesting. So no damage. Huh. Well, I've seen some gas that's been around. You know, I could probably take these trees here, set up, because I need bark and rope, right? I need bark and rope in order to make the fabric. So I've got 3 trees right here. I could do that easily from here, and then we could carry the materials to here and do that. What else did you need? You needed fabric and... Oh, you need rocky sparks. Okay. Well, if you need rocky sparks, we could potentially set up another Stumpy spark manufacturing here. That could potentially be a thing that we could do. For now, though, let's head over here. Now, we'll just put you out of our inventory for now, and we are going to have to turn in you. And then we have to go get the Boomy spark, and we have to get fabric and explosives up and running. The hauling sparks will get done eventually, so let's not worry about that for now. Okay, to the next shrine. Did we get all of our stuff back? Yes, we have. Okay, good. I didn't think it would be a problem, but anyway. Okay, that's going to be straight across, so we can come over here, I think, and walk part of the way without having to put down a whole bunch of elevators. Grab all this random stuff. Was there anything I needed from this area? I don't think so. That is very full. There we go. Alright, we could walk in a little ways here before we start putting down elevators, I think. Yeah, we can put one here. And not here. There we go. Look at you guys. Hanging out. Alright. With a touch, the bigger shrine whirs into life, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. Shrine spits out a rather strange creature into your arms. Shrine registers that the Boomy spark has been immediately activated as part of the test. Boomy spark shakes in excitement, ready and eager to receive instructions. However, before anything could be done, so on and so forth, it turns into a disc. Okay. One-time use, special spark that creates a large explosion that easily shatters stone. Okay, so let's not throw this one, because that would be a bad idea. Okay. If anything, I should go turn that in immediately. Oh, right. What do you need? You need explosions and, wow, 3 rocky sparks? That's a lot. Okay, well, if we're going to do that, we're going to need to up production of Stumpy sparks. I could get Stumpy sparks set up over here. I could route the wood that I have over here from this train and move it straight over here. Let's go ahead and do that. Because, yeah, we're going to need more. Or wait, no, was it... No, it was crafty sparks that we needed, not Stumpy sparks. Which, I mean, I think we're going to end up needing both of those anyway, but... Oh, no, you need Stumpy sparks, yeah, okay. Alright. Then we're going to need you guys for that. So you need 2 Stumpy sparks to make 1... You need 3. And then you make 3. Okay, so it's a 1-to-1 conversion, so that's good at least. And then the Puffy spark requires 1 rocky spark. Okay, so at least it's 1 for 1. Not like the 2-to-1 for the Stumpy spark to the rocky spark. Okay. That's not as big a problem. Alright. So then... Mantis Stag. Goodbye, Mantis Stag. I could funnel off this excess that we've got here instead of recycling it. We could funnel that off into creating the Boomy sparks. Because there's no stations over here. No ancient these things. The ancient bases, that's it. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, maybe I should just carry these over. Of course, I could also consolidate in this general area once I turn in the quest. So maybe we could worry about it then. Alright. So then, we need to get started on the loom. So let's turn that off. We'll keep that on. We'll turn that off. We got to get explosives and fibercraft first. Okay. So, fertilizer, limestone, rope, and stone wheels. Let's go see what we've got, huh? We still have our rope being manufactured up here. So we can go take a look. I've got at least at least 200 over here, I think. Can't remember how many barrels I set up. But if we don't have that, then we can go over to the other area. Yeah, how many have I got here? Let's drop that. Well, there's 280. Not quite there yet. Alright, well, let's go turn in what we've got. Wild, that's not fitting. There's 300 rope. We'll just have to go get a little bit more. Alright, let's go grab a little bit more. We'll need to grab some fertilizer as well, which I know I don't have a whole lot of that saved up. Yeah. Not a whole lot. That's going to be a little bit. Did I even leave enough room in my inventory to grab the rope now? Probably not. No, definitely not. That's okay. We can get rid of some stuff. Guess I don't need to hold on to those anymore. Okay. And I've got a barrel set up here. That's enough ropes. Fertilizer. Limestone, stone wheels. Okay. There's that done. I do have some stone wheels on me. Turn those in. I'll make sure this is delivered first, and then we'll go for the stone wheels and more fertilizer. Although, the fertilizer is going to take a minute to actually be produced, so we'll go for the stone wheels first. No problemo. Well, this hauling spark is certainly helping. I mean, I can also help. Just go like that. Alright. Let's go grab some stone wheels. Fertilizer is going to take a minute to actually produce. It makes 5 a minute. I could speed it up, actually. Let's do that. Now it's 7.5 a minute. How about that? Okay. How many do we need? 200. Brings us up to what we need. Okay, so that's fibercraft. Done. Oh yeah, your chest is full. You really need some bigger storage in this chest. It's a little silly. I mean, I guess if you didn't have that, then you would never build these other little chests, but whatever. is what it is. Alright. There we go. Got a little bit of limestone on me. Let's go turn the quest in for the merchant. I could easily set up another fertilizer for manufacturing. Let's not worry about that right now. Success! Here's the fabric recipe for your hard work. And yes, of course, it can be used for things other than fashion, too. I just like to focus on the finer things in life, so to speak. That's fair. Okay. Step 1, done. Let's go see about some limestone, eh? Yeah, whatever. They're pretty equidistant from this. We need a lot of limestone. Like a bunch. There's 200. It's still not enough. Should probably throw one of these over here, shouldn't I? Just 'cause. Okay, from here, I guess the best thing to do would see if past me remembered to set up a barrel to collect excess limestone. I don't think that he did, though. Did he? He did not. What an idiot. What an absolute moron. Alright. It's 307. It's a start, I guess. It is certainly a start. Alright. Stone plates and path tiles. We could get started on that just for the extra storage. I don't know what I'd want to swap, though. I think they also take up more room, which means I'm still going to use regular crates, but for certain things, it would probably be a good idea to use other things. That being said, it's not like we have a whole lot of them. Actually. $160. It's gonna be a little while until those are done, huh? Yeah, that's gonna be a minute. Whatever. Is what it is. Okay. slowly but surely, we're making some progress. And I think it was the Mason sisters that wanted the Teron shell. So since we're here, we might as well turn those in. And then it was also quartz, 600 quartz. Man, they are wanting a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, we can turn in the path tiles. I do have enough on me, so that's not a problem. There we go. Now we just need the stone plates, the fertilizer, and the limestone. How are we looking? Not great. Still need a whole lot. To the point where, you know what, I could probably just turn this off now. Does this work this way? I haven't actually turned off manufacturing of something yet. Does it need to go to both of these? Or just one? Oh no, you can just have production if you want. That's interesting. Okay. I'm never going to use that feature, but that's cool though. That's a thing. But yeah, we'll shut that off for now. Okay, I could go turn in the Puffy spark and the Boomy spark while I'm here. Let's see. What else could I do in the meantime while I'm waiting for stuff? Okay, so the Boomy sparks are going to need to have Stumpy sparks. I do have shrines here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have more production of Stumpy sparks, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay. First and foremost, we are going to need to get some more materials. Of course. Okay. We're also going to need one of you as well, so yeah, we're going to need more things. So... Alright, now we're going to need some wood. So I've got enough for one of you, which is what we're going to need. Let's put this... Now let's put down the workbench first. Face it that direction, I think. From there, we can take the distiller. Well, actually... No, this will still work with a distiller. I mean, I could set up the whole getting a... like a chopper setup. That wouldn't be that hard to set up. I would have to move a couple things, but we could do that just to further guarantee production. Might be a good idea, actually. What do I need for a chopper? I need one more wooden blade, of course. Of course I need a wooden blade. Well, let's go grab a wooden blade then. Although I don't really like having those there. Let's put that there. Okay, there we go. Much better. Should probably grab some wood too, just to have it. Give me wood. Thank you. Okay. Wanted to get up to the 20 wood. Didn't want to sit there with 19. Because chances are I'm gonna need all 20 at some point. My waypoint enabling is still working wonderfully. Okay. Let's take you and move you here. Let's set up a chopper. Say, like that. Sure. Move some random stuff. This is all kind of awkward. A little awkward. I could take this and scooch this back just a little bit. And then we could take the path and go like this. Yeah. Okay. That'll still enable them to drop off first. That's okay. We'll put a crate in here. Take one of you here. I actually don't need to put any more on the line here. That should be fine. Okay. Now you, we can take a bunch of you and just kind of throw you in here. That'll last a while. Help if I put the right recipe there. Okay, then from here we just go like this. Get one of you here. Get a couple of you here. Okay. We could get kind of a head start on this just by doing this. Get one of you here. I need to go pick up some more crafty sparks. So let's go do that. And my word, has it already been 35 minutes? Time flies. Let's set up another 10 minutes. Alright. I would like to get this extra Stumpy spark up and running before we actually end the episode. Here, we'll grab some more of these, and I might as well grab some of you guys. Alright. I don't really have a whole lot of carry sparks coming through anymore. And I mean, that's mostly just because we've got the setup over here to drop off and all that. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, it's like we've got 45 loaded over here. I could set up this to be a splitter so it drops off more evenly, but it's kind of whichever is waiting the longest makes it so that the other one gets it first. So most of them are going to go over here, but I'm okay with that. I've got a little bit of a surplus built up now of carry sparks, so it might be a better idea to kind of parlay over to setting up the hauling sparks and whatnot, which I should go check to see if I even have those guys running, shouldn't I? Probably should. I can't remember if I set up like the crafty sparks and all that stuff over here. Whatever. It's not that big a deal right now. Okay. So from here, we're going to take the wood production that I set up over here, and we're just going to extend this way. Nothing fancy, but that does mean that I should get some more stone paths, because I do not have enough for that right now. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. We'll upgrade the path later. So, we can... Man, what a mess. I know I did this really quickly, but man, what a mess. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, guys. None of you guys need to be doing this anymore. We're gonna move on to bigger, more beautiful things. I promise. Alright. Come to me. Alright. We'll get that figured out. Okay. Lots of wood. Right. So, I can disassemble pretty much all of this pathing. Oops, wrong button. That'll get us some of our stuff back. Okay, definitely don't have the inventory for room for all this. So, let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Get rid of you guys. And our inventory is full. Of course it is. Man, that's a lot of wood. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Sure. Yeah. Built up a lot of random stuff here. Okay, do I need to turn in sawn timber for anything? I would much rather do that than just trash all this. Of course not. We're way past sawn timber. Okay, well, I guess I'm trashing it all. Trash, trash, trash. I'll keep some of it, I suppose. Okay. I could hold on to those stone plates and turn those in for the quest. Alright, I'm going to leave these crates here for now. We'll do something with them later. Right, got 130 path now. I don't think that's going to be enough to get us over here, but yeah. Let's just see how far it takes us, shall we? Of course, all this is going to get in my way. Ta-da! Okay. This would probably be a perfect opportunity for us to utilize some hauling sparks. Okay, not too bad. Should just be a straight shot. Now, whether or not I actually want to set up crates is going to be another question for that big, huge path. You know what? Let's go make sure that our hauling sparks are actually being created. How about that for an idea? And they aren't, because I didn't set up the carry sparks over here. Okay. That's okay. Alright. Well, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so now we can just set up a barrel or something here. That's already 10 more minutes. And we'll throw carry spark in here. 2.8 a minute. It's not a lot. That's okay. And before we end the episode, I'll throw a couple of these guys over here, just to see how efficient they are. I mean, I'll probably only need one because it's grabbing an entire stack. And in this case, the entire stack will be 20 pieces. So it would probably be a better idea to have crates with the hauling sparks on them. But, I don't know. I haven't really experimented with them yet, so let's see. I'm still faster, but that's okay, I guess. You know, the optimal thing to do would be to figure out how long it takes for, you know what I could do? I could take all these containers that I already have filled with wood and just put them along the line. Genius. Then I could fill in the in-betweens with the hauling sparks. There we go. So, let's throw you there. Yeah, you're going. Yeah, and I'll fill in the in-betweens with extras. This is fine. See, there's a reason why I didn't delete them. It's all a part of the plan. That's probably okay. I could put another one, I guess. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to need 9 more. I know. I said I was going to end the episode. Hang on a second. 2 seconds. I don't think we would have made that many in this time frame, but we can see. Yeah, we're close. That's 6. Yeah. 7. Come on, 2 more. Just take another minute. Ish. So yeah, no, I think we're doing all right. I've technically got the hauling sparks automated. We're working on some of the other things. This is going to be... I mean, I set this up in service of making the Boomy sparks. So we're going to need to set up... we're going to need to set up one of these giant rocks to be making the rocky sparks, which I don't have a great thing here. I could do what I was originally thinking and split off from the drop-off that's over here. This drop-off with the holly sparks. And then we could just take these guys and consolidate them once they're created and then move them over here. Is that what I want to do? Maybe. I've already got some elevators set up. It might be fine. Yeah, I guess that could work. Alright, let's go ahead and throw the holly sparks on the line. Officially get started with the production of Stumpy sparks over here. Alright. You're good. You're gonna need one. You're gonna need one. You're gonna need one. You guessed it, you're gonna need one. They sound so sad. Why do you guys sound so sad? Alright, and yeah, that should be it. Unless I want to throw another crate down. Like, say, here. And we've got one left, huh? But that should be the entire line taken care of. And this should be producing now. Right! That is going to do it. See, look, 41 hours. 41 hours and we've barely even gotten out of the woodlands. I've been definitely getting my time out of this game. But anyway, I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.